Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by Dominic Berger, who's chairman at LifeSafe Holdings. How are you today, Dominic?
Good morning, Zak. Very well. I'm a bit like you, probably on the other end of a cold, but other than that, the sun is shining and we've come out with a great trading update.
So you said it's in line with board expectations. Maybe you can underline or remind us what those expectations were.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, let's remind ourselves, this is a business that's invented a fluid that can put out every type of fire, including lithium-ion battery fires. It's environmentally friendly, it's non-toxic. We launched the product and the business by creating a new consumer channel for fire extinguishers, our Stay Safe all-in-one. And let's remember that we only really launched our full year in 2023. In 2023, we had to build a brand. We had to go direct to consumer with this product because it didn't exist. We are the pioneers of this new channel, this space. And in 2023, we've successfully generated over 6 million, just about 6 million of sales in our first full year. The great news about that, although we had to invest in that brand and we made a loss of 1.5 million, 4 million in that year, we were investing in the brand. And what that enabled us to do in 2024 was exactly what we were aiming to do, which was to be able to pivot from direct to consumer to a wholesale channel, which we did. And although our revenues of 2024 are only 3.2 million, let's just remind ourselves in 2023, we were selling the product direct to consumers at nearly $30, $29.99. And don't forget, our major market is the US. In 2024, that reduced to $15. But then we didn't have all the warehousing costs. We didn't have the Amazon costs. We didn't have all of the marketing costs. So we've taken out nearly over 2 million of costs in the business, and we've ended the year at half the losses to 700,000, which is exactly where we thought we would be for the year. And then leading into this financial year, 2025, this will be the year that we transition to profitability, and we're well on course already for that, Zak. So totally in line with where we thought we were going to be. We've sold over 1 million of these aerosol fire extinguishers in the last 2 years, which is fantastic. We're saving lives, but it's still the tip of the iceberg. There's still over 90 million homes in North America without a fire extinguisher, nearly 20 million in the UK. So really exciting time going into 2025. And as I say from the announcement, exactly in line.
A couple of points from what you said. One is you said in the RNS, the journey to profitability. Do you think that that's what the market's really waiting for? And Eddie, then will it come out a bit sort of grumpy attitude towards LifeSafe?
Well, yeah, I mean, who knows what the market's going to do, Zak, in the days we live in. But yeah, we've always said to shareholders, to people interested in our business, that we're going to drive this business to profitability in this year and then build from a position of strength. And what's really exciting to see already coming through this year, and this is what's to look out for in the months to come, is the growth in the sales of our industrial fluid, the business to business channel. So not our consumer aerosol, but these are our 6-litre cylinders. This is the bulk sale of our fluids into the marketplace, and that's really coming on strong now in the first quarter. Obviously, we shipped our Wildfire Pro fluid to California recently, which we announced. And look, that side of our business is equally as enormous as the consumer side, and we're seeing the industry begin to adopt our fluid technology for 3 main reasons, Zak. The first reason is that government legislation is coming in this year in July, which bans the use of fluorine within fire extinguishing fluids. Ours is fluorine free. The second thing that's driving the market is that customers want a one-stop solution. They're fed up with having to work out which fire extinguisher to use on which fire. They simply don't have that problem with our fluid because it takes care of every fire. And the third reason, which we're all very familiar with, is the environment. And our fluid is non-toxic and environmentally friendly. So finally, the wider fire industry is really coming towards LifeSafe, and that's super exciting for us and for our shareholders.
So do you think that the B2B angle actually could be, the transformational one, in the sense that 6 months, 9 months down the line, or this time next year, we'll be saying, there was big B2B deal, and that may pushed us into profitability by quite some margin?
Absolutely. I mean, it is the profitability inflection point, because building a brand, Zach, as we all know, is really expensive and time consuming. There's two things that build a brand: is time and money. And obviously, if we had all the money in the world, absolutely, I'd be going gung ho in every country in the world, because what we know now, Zach, is if people know about us, they buy us. The broadcast television activity that we're doing in North America with CBS is incredible. I mean, when we broadcast on TV, our sales go through the roof. So when people know about us, they buy us. And that's all about branding. But a small company like LifeSafe, our key is to drive to profitability. So alongside our current run rate of marketing activity and our current distribution partners, and then you filter in the wider business to business industrial sales that we're now beginning to see come through, takes us into that haloed ground of profitability this year. And then we can really build from there, because, as I've always said, this is a global business with a global consumer audience and a global industry audience that really need a new fluid, to take us through into the future, that can tackle all fires, including recent threats like lithium-ion batteries and the increasing and growing threat of the wildfire space as well. So look, we are exactly where we expected to be. We're driving this year home to that profitability, and we're super excited about the potential, obviously, for our shareholders.
Dominic Berger, Chairman at LifeSafe, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Zach.